Hello, 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 and welcome to Dear Dana. It's Saturday night, and it's October
Silhouettes of you are
2023.
like a taunt. Never really
Inhale
know just what
deeply
you
through your
want.
nose
With you I don't ever feel calm.
and release
I
all
can feel
that
the sweat inside my
doesn't serve you
palm.
well through your mouth.
Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand
Again,
the thing
inhale
I
through
bring.
your nose very
You don't ever
deeply.
wanna give me wings. You
Hold
don't
it
ever wanna set me
and
free.
exhale
You
through your
know I'm
mouth.
addicted to you. And it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming
Just
back for
shake it
more,
off.
even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through.
Welcome on a
Got issues
Saturday
in my
night.
head. I like you in my
Tonight we're
bed,
going to
but you
talk
keep me on
about.
red.
No, you didn't.
Oh, everything is like a test. I better
No,
not text
you
or I'll come off
didn't.
desperate.
But if I lay down and I play
Or
dead
did
and I
you?
stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out
Say
of my
something.
head, under my bed,
Do something
thinking something out of my nose.
that maybe you shouldn't.
Saying it right,
You should have.
but if I lay
You
down
didn't
and I
expect
play
to
dead
do.
and I stay dead, then will you get
Maybe you
mad?
wanted to do.
So if I play dead, will you
I know I
regret
have.
everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you
know that I
understand what
have.
you're doing. And my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel
Sometimes
like when I'm with
it's
you I'm
for your
losing. I feel like you think that this amusing. Sitting there
Sometimes you need
gaslighting
to.
me, confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded?
And you
I'm
haven't.
the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me
Sometimes
like I
you
love you.
just
It's
need to and you
stupid.
haven't. Welcome to Dear Dana. Welcome, welcome, welcome on a Saturday night. And I ain't got nobody. So, how's your week been going? My week's been like this. Whoop. A lot to do, a lot going on. I have officially, hey Sarah McCluskey, done the soft opening of Healing Integrative Hypnotherapy. Hypnotherapy is therapy and hypnosis to help with healing, stress, quit smoking, sport performance, um, losing weight, trauma, relationships. Look, it's hundreds and hundreds of things. Hundreds and hundreds of things. You can change behaviors that you want to get rid of. You can increase things that you want to be better at. Even sex performance. But, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. Even though, you know, I don't know how many people come knocking on my door for that. That might be a little uncomfortable. I just don't know. But sometimes people will come for grief. They will come for a myriad of things. Hello, yellow shirt. Dad, I sure did enjoy your live. It was fun. It was fun. Yes, it was. And marriage looks good on you. You look very happy. You do, you do. Sarah said my nanny Papa lost her dog, Angel, that you named Thursday. She had to go to sleep. My nanny was all upset and crying. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you made her feel better, and I'm glad that you received your present, Sarah. I hope you liked it. There was 2 in the box, actually. 1 inside your card. Hello, Miss April Showers. So nice to see you, lovely one. If you have a YouTube channel on here, please feel free to put your link in the chat so everyone can go visit you at your channel. Tonight, I called it Oh No You Didn't because there are so many things in our life that we wish we would have done, we wish we should maybe didn't do, and maybe things are long overdue, right? I'm typically a very laid back person. Typically. Um, but there are things in my life that I even surprise myself. Hey, Stock Explorer, that I have stepped forward and said because I got gumption in my belly, right? And I felt like something wasn't right, and I needed to say something. Or something happened in my life, and it was like, did that really happen? Did that really happen? And sometimes they're funny. I'll give you, for instance, my dad used to have a magazine, and I would do sales. Now, ask me, do I like sales? I don't like sales. I'm good at it, but I don't like sales. I'm talking about physically selling advertising or things like that. I was selling advertising. And I sold an ad in the magazine and had to go pick up copy and their payment. And I was driving a Mustang, a stick at the time. I don't like to drive sticks either. I had to learn to drive that thing. So I drive up in a slanted parking lot, and instead of putting it in park, I put it in neutral. Dumb, dumb Dana. I left the car on. Didn't realize I put it in neutral. And I go in to get the ad in the copy really quick, and this parking lot was full of cars. And I turn around, and I parked right in front of the store. My car was not there. Nowhere to be seen. And this parking lot, there was a 4-lane pass-through highway right in front of this parking lot. It would pass through so you could get on the interstate. Hey, suspicious guy, 3045. And when I turned around, there was a concrete wall. A concrete wall. So when you pulled out of this parking lot, you got on the 4-lane. So where was my car? It was teeter-tottering on this concrete wall. Can't tell me I don't have angels on my shoulder. My Mustang was teeter-tottering on this concrete wall. It had weaved its way through the cars in the parking lot, had not hit a person, had not hit another car. How that happened, I do not know, thank God. And had made its way on this concrete divider, teeter-tottering. Now, the only way to get my Mustang off this wall, inevitably, was to call a cherry picker to lift my car off this wall. I was scared, humiliated, embarrassed. You name the emotion. Name the emotion. Thinking back, I don't even think they charged me because it was the most squirrely, unusual, miraculous, dumbfounding thing that had ever happened. Hey, Marcella. Speak with you, girl Marcella. I love her. Good human. Please check out her channel. Most dumbfounding, heaven sent, because it didn't hit a car, didn't hit a person, for my Mustang to be teeter-tottering on this wall. Now, mind you, it was only a four-cylinder. It wasn't a speed demon to be balancing on this wall. It had not hit a person, not hit a car, weaved through this parking lot. How the heck did that happen? Thank you, Marcella. Please hit the like button. Thank you. That was a big, oh no, I did not. How did that happen? It had to be miraculous. I don't think they even took pictures. I don't think they'd ever seen quite that happen. And no one was harmed. And actually, even my car wasn't harmed. Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, that little Australian Shepherd is a doll baby, Sarah. They got a new little 4 months old, blue eyes Australian Shepherd. It's so cute. So that was one of my oh no, you didn't. Talking about a brunette having a blonde moment. A brunette having a blonde moment. And I'm gonna tell y'all, you're making me happy being here tonight because I have been having to lift myself up and lift my energy because my practice is having the soft landing, healing integrative hypnotherapy to help people. I'm not in my brick and mortar, but I will be doing my practice over Zoom for people in the United States and around the world. The website's about to go up. My husband is currently still unemployed. Um, he had his first meltdown today, which worried me to death. Everyone is allowed their meltdown when they don't have their job yet. So prayers are welcomed because it took me down a little bit. So I'm having to bring myself back up. Everyone's allowed a meltdown. My husband is precious. He's a good, good, good man. You know, we all can gripe about our it's okay. I've got the website and the website's up, but it's not complete. You can book on the website, but I haven't finished all the text on it. But it's bookable. But it's not finished yet, meaning I don't have the about me finished and stuff. But it's bookable. So I don't know whether to give it to you yet, Marcella, because it's still not pretty yet. I mean, it's pretty. That's not the right word. It's bookable and it's pretty, but there's still text I have to finish on it. I have to put my picture up there. I haven't done that. I have to put my testimonies up there. Haven't done that. And I have to tweak some of the text. But it's called www.healingintegrativehypnotherapy.com. And what I also plan to do, because I want to give back, some of you have had hypnotherapy with me. Those in my community, I am giving some pro bono sessions. But also those in my community, if you do referrals to me, I will give back to you. Meaning I will give you a referral fee. If the person pays for the session without a discount, I will give you a 30% referral fee. Thank you, Marcella, and thank you, Miss April. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the prayers. Because we know there's ageism out there, and that's what he's struggling with. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the prayers. I love you and I appreciate it so, so, so much. Like I said, it is not finished yet. But again, Um, my sessions are like going to the doctor. So when you give a referral, a full 1 hour session is $150 because it's no play. So if you gave a referral and they paid full price, you would get $50. Those in my community. Do you understand? That's no joke. You know I mean what I say what I mean. That's my way of giving back. And if you wanted to give it to, if you wanted to keep it, that's to you. And if you wanted to do something else with your referral fee, give it to a charity, give it to somebody, that's up to you too. That's your freedom to do so. But that's my way of giving back. I'll give a pro bono session to you in my community. You'd have to book with me because I love you. But if you do a referral, I will give back to you. I'm so sorry about your dad, Sarah. Because I love and care about you, and I'm a genuine person. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Some of you have already gotten pro bono sessions. I love you, Marcella. I love you, April. I love you, Sarah. I love you, Yellow Shirt. I feel bonded and close to people, and if I support you, I'm genuine about it. And if you have a channel in here, please drop your link in my chat. Feel free to drop your link in my chat because you know I love and support you. I am so sorry, Sarah. And you know, I've reiterated in here about we only use 12% of our cognitive brain to make decisions, right? To make free will decisions about things we want to do in our life. 88% of our brain is subconscious things that we've experienced, that we like, that we don't like. And that 88% is fighting against that 12%. If we want to lose weight, if we want to quit smoking, if we've dealt with trauma, if we've, dealt with a myriad of things, if we want to change patterns in our life. So that 88% is always fighting against that 12%. And that's why it's not our fault. Most of the time when in our life, when we're fighting against addiction and everything else. You see what I mean? So we've got that conscious mind, the critical mind, and the unconscious. And when you do hypnotherapy, we do therapy and find out what the issue is. And under hypnotherapy, you're highly focused. You're aware the whole time, not aware of the outside, all the junk going on. You're focused. And in hypnotherapy, I can break through the critical mind and go into the unconscious and put the suggestion in and fight through that 88% that's keeping you from going through all the the bartender of the mind, the bouncer. What I mean, go through there and help make the suggestion that makes the critical mind and the unconscious work together to get you to where you want to go. You know what I mean? To break the patterns that aren't serving you well. Make sense? That's why people are like, it's like I can't help myself. I help people to be able to help themselves. so they're not on that hamster wheel. It's like when I helped Jamie with his grief that he was stuck in, that he could not get out of, that was beyond the time frame that it should be that heavy. And I could switch it to where when it got triggered so hard, it would trigger him into the happier memories so he wouldn't fall down that hole. So my husband, who used to be very leery of hypnotherapy, just like my daughter, is now open to hypnotherapy. My daughter opened up to it. Typically, I wouldn't do it to family members. But sometimes you got to do what you do. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, yes, I did. I can't deal with seeing people in pain. When people are in very deep pain and they can't get out of it, I'm going to act on it. So, oh, yes, I did. Um, Other things, and oh, no, you didn't. Typically, I keep my mouth shut about stuff, right? Have there ever been times in your life where you had a, oh, no, you didn't? Hey, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, have there been times in your life where you had a, oh, no, you didn't? Where you said, I would never do that. I would never speak up about XYZ. I would never get up in front of people and do this. Like, here's what's on my bucket list. You would think I wouldn't be afraid, but I am. It took me a long time to be able to get on screen like this. On my bucket list is karaoke. I have yet to be able to get up and do karaoke. I have yet to be able to do that. I've gone to see it, and something in me starts to think, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. No, I can't. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Oh hell no, I can't. And something in me wants to do that and get over that fear. How was it for you, yellow shirt hand? I have not been able to do it yet. It looks like fun. I know it's not meant to be serious, right? I mean, I'm thinking people don't expect people to go up there and sing great, I'm assuming. I couldn't even do it with a few of the people during a Christmas party for work once. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So, because I am afraid of it, I feel the need to do it, to get out of my own way, but I haven't done it yet. You know what I mean? I want to hear your stories. Has there ever been something that you wanted to say to somebody that you didn't? And you wish you had? And they don't have to be gone from this world, but you wish you had. Or something that you always wanted to say to them and you finally did. And it doesn't have to be bad. And please, if anybody wants to come up with me, please feel free. You don't have to make me the lonesome one up here. And again, if you have a YouTube channel, please feel free to drop your link here. Right? Woohoo! Here comes the dancing machine.
Now you know. Now you know. I've had plenty of those moments.
Share, share,
If
share.
I can ever remember them, but you struck a chord when you said if you had a chance to do it and you didn't. Oh, I've had those plenty of times. Oh my gosh. I've had those plenty of times. I wish I would have done some things. Yeah.
When I blow up my channel to full screen, I see nothing. Can you blow yours up to full screen and see everybody?
See everybody where? Like we're on now, right?
Yeah, but I see
Oh.
two little blocks.
Oh, I see you.
But do you see me? I mean, can you see a big screen, or is it just two little
It's just me and you next to each other.
in a screen together?
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's what I'm showing here. I can see you next to me.
I'm not getting that on mine, and
You
I
want to
don't.
come out and come back in, or
No, I'm just having something going on my channel that's been happening lately, and I don't understand, or either I don't know how to run this channel right anymore.
no? I think it looks fine. I mean, what about anybody in the chat? Is it everybody see us, or let me go? Oh, you know what? I can see. I go over to the live, and I can see both of us. Huh?
Am I supposed to push something different?
I don't know.
Slides, extra camera, video file, share screen.
Let me check. Everything here should be good on my end. Let me check my audio, reduce noise. I won't do that. No, I mean, it looks fine to me.
Alrighty then.
What about the bottom? I know when you have people up on the bottom there, you've got those selections that you can toggle back and forth. See if you can toggle and bring us back to what we're doing here. Like make me full screen and come back out, or come back to the. Yeah, Mark says it looks fine.
Okay then, I'll just look at us in little screens then.
Oh no!
I don't have a toggle choice.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
No.
wow. Usually mine has it along the bottom where I can toggle, like I can make myself and whoever I have on large. I can make only the one person show, or I can make myself show. And then,
Something's happening. I'm not having those options.
All right, now I saw you go out and come back in. Or at least you turned off the camera, like right here.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
So something's going on. I see two little windows, me and you, in two different windows.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
it.
wow.
It says
All right,
solo
so now
layout.
you made me large. Yeah, I'm large now. Now you're large. Now I'm back to me. Now we're back to side by side.
This is insanity. Hell's bells.
One of my professors used to say that.
Hey, Virginia Wolf. It's like if I could take a picture. You see, I used to, but it's like with two little blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Two little blocks. I don't know what happened. How are you, Virginia Wolf? So nice to see you.
Hey, Virginia Wolf.
And see, at the end of the day, when it records it, we look side by side.
You probably look fine. Oh wow. Huh.
In a video, and I have no idea how it happened because I control nothing.
Oh wow. Well, this will give me a chance to try out my new where I'm sitting now. I got this light, and I have another light instead of at my office over there on my chair, looking down with books behind me, or that lamp behind me. I think people see it a little bit better. And I don't have my other light shining on me here, but.
So tell me your story.
What that I could have done?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I can do this one. All right. So I'm working at a call center, and I had this one guy. His last day he already gave his 2 weeks notice. Now, prior to this, he'd been pulling pranks on me all the time. I mean, like all the time, messing with my laptop, doing this and the other. I didn't do anything back because I got tired of it. But he turned his 2 weeks notice in. 3 days before he was leaving, I'm in the bathroom, right? Only one in there, in the stall. In comes somebody else, gets in the stall next to me. I look down and I go, oh my God, here he is. We're the only ones in the bathroom. I just finished, and I thought for 1 minute I should turn out the light and leave. I didn't do it, and I wish I would have. All those times he pranked me, I could have got him back on his third to the last day leaving, and I didn't do it.
The angel, the devil.
I know.
The
I know.
angel.
It was like one of those, like, I'm like now going, oh, why didn't I do that? It was innocent. It was nothing bad. He could have turned his phone light on or whatever, or somebody could have come in a minute. But it was like, I got him. I got him right here. He's vulnerable right now. I can walk out, turn out the light, and they'll never know it's me. I mean, no, I didn't do it.
It's so hard with the angel and the devil.
Because I never see the guy again and he's gone. I mean,
I did kind of a good bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. It was kind of a good bad thing. Okay. Now, in my younger days,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't super young. I was in my 20s. But anyway, I was one of those. Imagine this.
Mm-hmm.
You see those movies where they work at the record stores
Mm-hmm.
and you have the personalities, right?
Yeah.
I was the record store girl, and I worked at record stores for quite a while.
Uh-huh.
And one of the managers, he was hot, and I worked at record stores on and off with him. Turtles record stores. Does anybody remember Turtles?
Turtles? No, I don't remember that. I don't think we had one in our area.
Well, that was one. I worked at Turtles, and I worked at God, what was the other one? I can't remember. No, it wasn't Looping Starship. That was Rod, but it was called Starship. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, Starship was more hippie-ish. Turtles was, but anyway, he was really good looking. I worked at Turtles with him at one time in my life, and then Turtles with him later. There was always this magnetic force between he and I.
Uh-oh.
But we were in other relationships.
Mm-hmm.
But there was still this chemistry, this really hot chemistry between us
Mm-hmm.
that we never did anything about. Never.
You never, yeah, I got it.
But it was still there.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't do anything about it, it makes it more intense.
Yeah, because, yeah.
Where it's palatable in the air.
Mm-hmm.
People feel it. And you not doing anything about it, like not doing anything about it, just increases it. The electrical field of it. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about,
I
say
mean, yeah, if somebody in the chat, let us know, because, yeah, I'm trying to think of, I mean, and you didn't want to move on that? You didn't want to, if it was that much, or well,
we were trying to do the next
I guess
right
it's easy
thing.
to look back on it now, but yeah.
We were trying, look, before he even married her, he
Mhm.
asked me, we were both married. Okay, let me put it this way. We were both married. We did not cross that boundary at
Mhm.
all.
Yeah.
Because we were that kind of people. We did not cross that boundary. And my marriage sucked at the time. Sucked.
Mhm.
But I was not going to cross that boundary. My integrity would have never let me. I wanted to.
Mhm.
Okay, let me put it right way. Want to is not the right word.
Uh,
In a different world I would have wanted to. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was so intense.
Wow, that's huh.
And it was not just about sex,
Mm-hmm.
it was far more than that. It went, it was just this electric thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I have with my wife and I, we have a good kind of connection that I've never had before with anybody
It
else.
was
So,
far beyond explanation.
mm-hmm.
We had it when we first met, and we couldn't explain it. It was even beyond pheromones. It,
Mm-hmm.
it was almost a soul thing. So when I worked with him the first time,
The soul, that's it.
he asked me, should I marry his wife? And I said, I really don't think you should. And I was
Hmm.
shocked that I said that because that is not me. And then he hugged me for a long time. And not long after that, he left. And he ended up marrying her. And he found out I was working at another place and I get a phone call.
Hmm.
And he asked me to come work for him and be his assistant manager because he didn't think I needed to be working where I was working.
Huh.
So I came there to be his assistant manager because I knew what I was doing. And we were always respectful. We crossed no lines. I knew what I
Well,
was
I
doing.
mean, yeah, I've seen that kind of before. I mean, I've had people I've worked for, or when I refereed, I had this one girl that we just kind of, I mean, it's almost weird. Like we played basketball together, and it's almost like we knew where each other was on the court. We knew exactly where to go. I mean, it was almost like, wow, okay, I know exactly where you're going to go. You know where I'm going to go. We worked really well together, and it was almost weird. It was almost like, okay, hold on, this is weird.
Internally connected.
Yeah, and it was messed up because I'm like, wow. I mean, it's almost like I knew exactly we went ran plays, and it was like I didn't even have to look. Boom, the ball's there. She's bam, right in the basket. We just connected so good like that, and haven't it was just maybe it's like that.
I mean, we were so internally
Hmm.
connected. It did feel very weird.
Hmm.
And one time he leaned over me to help me do some paperwork, and we felt weird. And
Hmm.
I leaned forward and he backed up. We were
Hmm.
extremely respectful of each other, but we both felt it. It was
I
bizarre.
mean, yeah.
We both felt it so much that we were like always paranoid about it.
Hmm.
But other people noticed it too, but we couldn't help it.
Yeah, I guess yeah, that's about like what mine was. It was nothing sexual, nothing like that. It was just one of those where you connected, like well, it was a professional basis, but it was, and I didn't think anything out of the out of anything, like I said, sexual. It was just we had that connection right there, and it was kind of like, wow. We never talked about it, but I thought it was kind of interesting, but it almost kind of like the same way what you're kind of talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I guarantee you, in a different world where neither of us were married,
Hmm.
if we had married, it would have worked out perfect
Hmm.
because we were so connected, right?
Hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. Nobody could have accused us of anything because we were so
Yeah.
paranoid about it. We were super respectful. But
Well,
fast forward,
yeah.
we were given such a hard time about it. He was leaving
Uh-huh.
to go follow his passion and go work on a boat.
Hmm.
But it was more like a fisherman boat, but more intense than that. I don't know
Mhm.
exactly what it entailed.
Not like a Alaskan king crabber or something. Not, it's nothing.
Something
Is it like
so
that or?
yeah, something like that. So I wanted to give everybody heck
Hmm.
that had bothered us about it, right? So I call this place that usually has people dress up and do these things,
Hmm.
like a singing telegram, but they strip, but they don't take everything off.
Hmm.
They do these acting gigs.
Yeah.
So I called and I said, I want a girl. We're hiring people. I want a girl to come dressed up, but have
Hmm.
a coat on and do an interview with him for a job.
Oh.
And
Hmm.
at the end of the interview, I
Hmm.
want her to say and take off her coat and say, I'll do anything for this job.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to video it
Oh jeez.
and give it to him as a send off gift. And everybody knew about it in the office.
Yeah.
And we were watching under the door and stuff.
Mm.
It was so funny.
It's like it's weird, but yeah,
It is weird, but it was
yeah,
funny
I know, yeah.
because you're always wanting to gag somebody, right?
Mhm.
I'll do anything for this job.
Anything. What do I need to do to get an A in this class, Mr. Teacher? Things
Right.
like that.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah,
she had on lingerie, but it was
yeah.
tasteful. It was tasteful lingerie.
Hmm.
But I just thought it was funny. Yeah, that was just off center, but
Mm. Yeah.
But
So
back then,
karaoke, you don't want to try that?
do what now?
Karaoke, you don't want to try it?
Look, I want to try it. I am scared.
All right, how many people we got watching? No, I
Oh,
just did it on the cruise. Now, okay, I will tell you, there was a couple of drinks, but I looked at it this way: I would probably never see these people again. So, what's the worst that can happen? And I did. Well, actually, you know what you ought to try is you ought to do it. I did a duet. The first time I did it, I did a duet, so I was with somebody on stage. But I mean, even if you messed up, man, it was funny because the next day I'm walking around the ship and some of the people recognized me and said, "Oh, you were funny last night. You did really good." But you gotta remember too, half the people in that room are scared to come up on stage. So it's not like, how can they give me a hard time? I'm just going to go up there and do it. And once you do it, it's almost kind of like what I feel like about doing live streams.
yeah.
I've got nervous, but last night, oh my gosh, I was so relaxed and having fun. I want to keep doing them. I'm going to do another one tomorrow with Gail, but I want to start doing these live streams by myself because now it seems to be fun. I'm better doing it because the more times I do it. But yeah, was it first time I did my first one by myself? Yeah, it was intimidating because you're just sitting there talking and it doesn't feel like anybody's listening. It's like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
You know, but it
Yes.
does help with the chat. But yeah, once I do it now, I could probably do karaoke again. If I get the right song, because you've got the words there, so it's not a case of, oh, I won't remember the words of the song. So, and too, half the people in the bars are blitzed anyway. So,
Yeah, in my mind, I can see people throwing tomatoes at my face.
oh no. But that could be one of your things. Oh no, you didn't. You could say, yeah, guess what I did last night.
Oh no, you didn't, Virginia Woolf.
Yes, I did.
What is something? What is something, Virginia Woolf? Have you ever done anything out of the box?
Yeah.
I'm wondering about him. Does he play it safe, or have you done something out of the box? People want to know. Now, look, me going back to school at this
Mhm.
age is very out of the box.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, they make me have to do things in front of a lot of people
Hmm.
now. But I'm so used to doing YouTube now, that didn't
Yeah.
bother me so much.
Yeah. I would think this would break the ice on, you know, that talking in front of people. Like that's why I did live panels because I wanted to get used to, jumping up on panel. I wanted to get used to talking to people and get, seeing how it is, which is, it's not that bad. It's almost like when I was single and I was like, I can't go to a restaurant by myself and eat. I can't go. I did it. And I'm like, well, shoot. I'm like, I'm fine. Nothing happened. I went to an amusement park by myself and I'm like, well, this is not bad at all. I don't know why people are saying that they can't do it, but yeah, you just have to do it. You have to go and just do it. And once you do, it'll be fine. You'll survive.
Virginia Woolf said he's out of the box all the time. No, you. What is that supposed to mean? Come on, really? What is that supposed to mean? Oh, he also said he makes a good point. It's human nature to be attracted to opposite sex in close quarters. My husband better not be. I'm gonna go ask him, and if he turns red, that's my answer. I better be the cutest thing he's ever seen now.
Mm-hmm.
And we give husbands a hard time. It's okay for us to be attracted to the opposite sex, not them.
Mm-hmm.
That's an unsafe question for me to ask him.
Well, that's like I was watching Miss USA, and I said, "No, I've got my pageant winner right here next to me."
That is the safe reply. You can think.
Just I gotta critique all the ladies coming out. I gotta say, what I see something different, or how that dress is, things like that. So yeah.
What was I gonna say? Dana. Now look, when my daughter's with me and her friend or something, if we're out and about, I feel safer to do things out of the box just to get a rise out of her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I do that all the time with my kids now. I mean, I like to embarrass them. So
that is fun. Embarrass him. I mean, here's the thing. I think the older you get, I don't know if this is true or not, but do you feel like the older you get, the less you care?
Oh, absolutely. I can tell you things I'm doing now that I probably wouldn't do back then because I always worried about what people thought or, oh, they're going to laugh at me or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I bet I've done so many jobs, so many this. I really don't care anymore. So I just got to laugh it off. I mean, and hey, you know what? And sometimes I've done some things going in the stores that people laugh. So I'm like, I gave them a laugh today. I think I did pretty good.
That's what Shama was saying the other day. Is her intention to try to make people laugh, period. Now, I've been accused of being too serious sometimes, believe it or not. My mom told me it took months for them to get a smile out of me when I was born. And I said, maybe I was upset that you guys were my parents.
Oh.
Well, I had to make a joke out of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I was on the beach this summer and a good topic came up, and of course, when I talk, I sometimes get real loud. And yeah, people were laughing next to me, and my wife was like, they can hear us. I said, I don't care. I'll stand up. I almost went over there and walked over to him and said, "Hey, I hope I'm not, interrupting y'all's conversation." But I think they were more intrigued by listening to us than anything.
I know it's like when my husband's had a Christmas party. I used to be a dancer. I wasn't a stripper. Just make that clear.
Just to make Oh no, do tell. No.
Not that I have a problem with that. They make pretty damn good
They
money.
make darn good money.
So, when you think about it.
Well, yeah, I actually know some, and yeah, they did make good money back in the day.
Do tell, Gene.
Oh no, I dated this one girl that had her daughter was a stripper back in the day, and yeah, she's living in a nice house right now. So yeah, it paid the bills, and it sure did. Yeah, she's driving a nice car and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, wow, okay. So
But
yeah.
I liked to dance, and I went to school of dance at ECU and stuff like that. Did I make it
Hmm.
a career?
Hmm.
No, it was short lived. But I still like to dance, and
Yeah.
did cheerleading and junk. But anyway, getting back to the story, when we did have Christmas parties and stuff, I'd want to dance. I hear music, it's in me.
Hmm.
I want to dance. Come on, Steve, let's dance. Come on, Steven, let's dance. No, I think I'll wait. I'll dance with you later. Come on. No,
Mm.
he won't do it to save his life. So
Wow.
am I gonna sit it out? No. I'll just
No,
go up there and dance by myself.
that's the problem. That's the thing with guys.
And if some man dances around me, so be it. Am I gonna hold the man's hand and dance with him? No.
Mhm.
I'm still gonna go up there and dance by myself because I like it.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, it's still good. I don't know why I would have gotten out there and danced. I don't care,
My
But
husband will
yeah,
sit there and watch
that's
me.
okay. No, we should be out there with you.
Yeah, no. So sad.
That's that's like that reminds me like when I was back in school, they had home economics, right? Home economics, shop, all this other stuff. And we used to go by the home ec, and there was a couple of guys in there. So we used to sit there and we actually were laughing at them. And next thing you know, we're like, wait a minute, they're in there with all those girls, and we're out here. So what? Why are we? He should be. He's laughing at us.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, why am I? Why are we laughing at him? Yeah, it's like we're the fools. We're out here sitting there with a bunch of guys around us. They're sitting there waving, making cakes with all these girls, and I'm like, we were messed up when we did that.
And I
So,
never took home ec stuff. I ended up in
yeah.
journalism. I was like, I don't want to
Oh,
learn.
did they even? I wonder if they even offer that anymore.
I don't know. I would be
'Cause
like, I don't want to learn to cook and stuff. My mom will end up making me do that too.
yeah. Yeah, that'd been a good idea to probably take it and learn how to cook. But yeah,
I just look at it as another chore I'd have to do. So I was like, heck no.
oh, did I miss your birthday? I thought I got it. I thought I got it. Oh, Sarah, did I really miss it? Oh, I thought I got on there. I thought I made the show. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I know she said one time, I think I was on your live, and she said that her birthday was was it a week later or 2 weeks later? Oh man. Oh wow. I'm sorry.
But he can still send happy belated birthday love now.
Happy birthday to you. Well, I can't sing that because it's going to be a copyright.
Really? I
I
sang
think
it.
so. Yeah, actually, I think so because I was going to start it, but I think it is a copyright. It could be a copyright thing.
I did it. Oops.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I better check. All right, I will make sure, Sarah. I will write that down. And you know what? You said July. Let's see. Yes, July. Okay, I wrote it down. Going to put it in my notes and calendar. And happy birthday.
I want to know from guys, when you were dating, was it hard for you to tell girls that you were into them?
For me, a little bit it was because the fear of rejection. So, but I mean, so yeah, it was a little bit different back then than it is now.
How about you, Virginia Woolf? How about you, CCC? Corner Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. Was it
Yeah,
hard?
Mark, is he still here?
Yeah, if he's still here. Was it hard for you to tell women you were interested in that you were interested in them? Was it difficult?
Hmm.
I always had like a shield up, right?
Hmm.
I always my mantra in my head was always keep the upper hand.
That's a that's a good thing there. Well, not a good thing, but I mean, I got an idea, not an idea, but Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Did you want guys to tell you that? Did you want guys to say, "Hey, I'm into you," or did you get like times where you're like, "Oh, come on, just say it," or just tell me? Did that
It,
ever happen, or
it,
were you just waiting like for?
I would get the vibes. It was a catch 22
Mhm,
because if I wasn't interested in them, I didn't want to hurt their
mhm,
feelings. You know
hmm,
what I mean?
yeah,
I didn't want to hurt their feelings or let them down or, I never wanted to hurt anybody's feelings. But if I was interested in them,
mhm,
yeah, I wanted them to say it because then I didn't want to feel stupid.
hmm. Wow, so you got on that, and you got the guys that won't talk, man. Wow.
Because I had trouble with being told later in time, well, yeah, I was really interested in you, but I was afraid to say so
Mhm.
at the time.
At the time, yeah,
So then it was missed opportunities
yeah.
because
Oh
I was,
yeah, well, yeah. And I mean, I tell my son, just ask them. If you like them, go ask them. If they say no, that's fine. You guys aren't meant to date. Go ask somebody else. I mean,
this,
don't have
same,
that fear. Don't
yeah.
have that fear of saying, "Oh, I don't want to ask her because she'll say no, and I'll be wrecked for the rest of my life." No, there are plenty of people out here. I mean, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Then move on. But you don't know unless you try. And if they don't like you, then that's fine. There'll be somebody else. But
And when I,
don't have any regrets. Like, oh, I should have asked her out. Like, I can go back and I can went back and I can show you in my yearbook all these girls saying, keep in touch. Here's my phone number. And I'm like, why didn't I ever call them in the summer? What that was actually probably an invitation to call them. And I'm just like, whoop, didn't even think about it, or didn't even, or was too scared to do it.
yeah, I mean, and I think about now, I tell Eden, I said, look, here's the thing though. If somebody doesn't want to go out with you,
Mm-hmm.
or for some reason you go out with somebody once and you meet each other and it's not quite gelling,
Mm-hmm.
that is not necessarily a rejection of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to think about not everybody's chemistry is going to work out.
No. Mm-mm.
And you'd rather know right off the bat because you may not, down the line feel like, oh, this isn't working out. I wish I had moved on to another opportunity
Mm-hmm.
because not everybody's meant for everybody. Not
No.
every pretty face is going to work out with your energy.
No.
And that's just the truth.
Yeah, I can tell you it is.
I mean, I went out with some pretty boys, but after a little while, they drove me batshit crazy. I mean, I'm not trying to be ugly,
Mhm. Oh, I know. No, it's totally. You're being honest. That's it. I mean,
but
and it's not going to work out, and everything will not work out. I mean,
just because they were good looking
hmm,
does not mean we were meant to be together.
hmm,
I found um, that I was more attracted to smart guys in the end.
hmm,
It doesn't mean that they weren't good looking either, but I
hmm.
was just more attracted to somebody with brains.
Oh yeah, well, there's qualities other than looks.
Look,
So,
let me put it this way. I had you remember the show House?
hmm, I think I
I
do.
had the
I
biggest crush on House.
hmm.
He was the guy that walked around with a cane. He was a doctor that was a genius and had a smart mouth. And I had a crush on him because he was uber smart. So that has to tell you something.
Yeah, I can tell you mine.
Who is it?
It goes back to an old show, Nancy McKeon. Had a huge crush on her. Oh my gosh, had her poster and everything.
I get that.
I don't know where I don't know. Well, I don't have the poster anymore, but yeah.
And I used to like, now this goes further back. Do you remember the
Mhm.
show Loveline?
I'd have to look it up. I don't think is that 80s or 70s or
No, are you kidding me?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
It was more like 90s.
90s. Okay, all right.
Dr. Drew and the
Hmm.
guy with dark hair was in it.
Okay.
I liked Dr. Drew. I have a thing for doctors,
Well, yeah, that's good.
but I
Let's see.
married an IT guy who's very
Uh-huh.
smart.
Mm-hmm.
I like smart people.
Mm-hmm.
That turns me on.
Mm-hmm.
Smart people.
Yeah. Trying to think of, gosh, who was the one if I had to pick one early 90s? Their name I can see over their names leaving my head. Well, I'll think of it. I'll think of the name in a few minutes, I guess. But
Okay, in the chat, what are you attracted to in people? Surprised Willow's not on here tonight. I don't see her much anymore.
who's that again?
Willow, paranormal.
Oh, okay.
Shelly's not here. Willow's not here. Virginia Woolf.
Yeah, I remember. I remember Virginia and Sarah and everybody else. But yeah, huh?
Virginia Woolf on shows, television shows or whatever.
Mhm.
What would turn you on, Virginia Woolf? As far as character, a character
Mhm.
on a show. See, when I was younger, I did like pretty boys. Sorry. I like
Mhm.
dark-headed boys. He said he likes people that are outgoing and have a nice smile and pretty eyes and good
Good
sense of
sense.
humor.
Yeah, that's good.
Quit talking about me, Virginia Woolf. Just kidding.
There you go. There's your opportunity to grab that mic and get up on stage now.
Just joking, Virginia Woolf. Just joking. Just joking. He has a very beautiful wife, by the way.
Hmm.
Virginia Woolf has a very beautiful wife.
Oh.
She's gorgeous. We have to do a follow-up appointment, by the way, Virginia Woolf. I need to see if I can get some testimonies from people for my website. Actually, I need to get a few. How is married life, by the way, Jean?
Oh, really good. It's excellent.
Good.
We do everything together. So
How was
yeah,
your
very good.
How was your honeymoon? Moon?
Oh, so it was actually really good. I didn't know this. This is one thing. We went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and that is the second most visited area for weddings and honeymoons next to Vegas.
I didn't know
So-
that.
And yeah, we were out there and we were it was the Pigeon Forge, the town next to Gatlinburg. We passed this truck that the couple was married on the same day we were. We were waving and honking because it said wave if wave and all that. We were just married. We were like, oh yeah, we were too. So it was pretty good. But yeah. And Tennessee's a nice state to go visit. I've never been there, and Gatlinburg's like a little small town, but it is a lot of people there. A lot of people visit that location.
I want to go to Dollywood.
Yeah, Dollywood, we passed by there.
They say that Dolly Parton is out there a lot, actually.
Mhm. I think so. Like we didn't go in there, but we did go by it because it took us out to get to the interstate that way. But yeah, that's what I've heard too. She likes to visit that location a lot. In fact, I thought she was going to have a location here in Virginia Beach, but Virginia Beach said no, go somewhere else. I'm like, ooh, that was a bad move. Should have taken that because it's very popular.
Yeah. I've been out that way once before, and it was a long time ago. And I went in
Hmm.
one of those caves where the stalagmites are
Hmm.
growing down.
Yeah,
That was really cool. Now you get a little claustrophobic, but it was really
yeah,
cool, and it's beautiful out there.
yeah. I went. I still have video that I get to put out from one I went to. Was it last year? Could have been last year, or the year before in West Virginia. That was really good. I'm still putting that together.
Shoot, I've been driving myself crazy because I have to come up with a business card,
Hmm.
and I cannot narrow it down, the image I want on it.
Hmm.
It's a business card, Dana. Get over
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh, I had to do those for mine when I had one.
It's like I want it to be like people see it, and then they think, "Oh, that's
Hmm.
pretty cool," and then they go to look at it again. It's a business card.
Yeah, yeah. I did business cards and magnets when I had my business. Um, and I did pick a while to pick out a design because I did have some artwork in it. It's kind of cool to look at. So I want to kind of like you. Well, you want that anyways. You want an eye catcher. You don't want somebody to look at it and go, "Oh, wow, this is nice." Then I could just chuck it or throw it away. They'll remember it. So,
It's like I need to get somebody's opinion
hmm.
besides my family.
Hmm.
You know what I
Well, you
mean?
can go out. Do you have some of them? You can go out there, just walk out to a mall or something, and say, "Hey, what do you think about this business card?" or things like that. You can do that.
I'm sure rando people will appreciate me walking in. You did what? Dana. That would be a Dana thing. You know what? That is people that get to know me well, and I've even heard it in chat, but my
Hmm.
family says that. That's such a Dana thing to do.
Dana thing to do.
Yeah, that's famously said in my family,
Yeah.
and now it's become here. Virginia Woolf says, "Dear Dana, guess what the current U.S. presidential cat is named?"
Oh.
Oh no, what is it, Virginia Woolf? I'm scared to ask. What is it? Tell me. Don't tell me. Tell
We're
me.
all.
Don't tell
I'm
me.
actually curious too.
Tell me. Da-na-na. I'm afraid to ask. What is it, Virginia Woolf?
Oh, Dana.
Willow.
Ben.
That's
Huh.
pretty. I was afraid you were going to say Dana.
You gonna say?
And I was scared. I was scared. I was scared to ask about that. Hey, in the bushes, by the way. How are you doing? You notice I haven't quite got my voice back
Hmm.
from being sick. It still sounds wiki, wiki, wiki.
Oh wow. Well, yeah. You know, I think we're probably about sick at the same time because I'm fine now, but for the longest time, it was like I couldn't talk and couldn't speak. I'm glad I made some videos ahead of time because I couldn't do any lives. I couldn't go on because I would start talking and then start coughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't told you guys. I don't know if this matters or not, but
But
I don't know why I'm laughing. Hypnotherapy is I don't want to say serious, but it is an actual therapy. But I broke down, and since I've had to get licensed by insurance and pay union fees and certification and all that stuff, they gifted me with an extra class, and
Mhm.
I decided to be a little fun, and I've become trained in Oh, dang it. It's leaving my brain, Gene. Help me.
Slow down, slow down. No, what kind of class was it?
Uh,
English? Was it
no, you know
history?
where they put on a show with hypnosis?
Not a. It's not a comedy act, is it? Not a
It might as well be.
theater. No, is it a? It's not theater, is it?
It's where you make people do things with hypnosis.
Huh. Well, I've seen that in like comedy routines, but
Well, I'm learning how to make people do things so I can put on a show with hypnosis.
that would actually be pretty cool to
So
do. I mean, that was
that's
I
what I'm
didn't.
learning for fun so I can
Uh,
put on shows for people. So I can do things like make people walk up to you and think you're Brad Pitt.
yeah, I've actually I've listened to some podcasts from people. Well, they were under, but they weren't walking around. They were just people asking them questions.
Stage
So-
hypnosis.
oh, that's okay. All right.
Sorry, my brain remembered. Yeah. So I can say, I want you to this is your Hollywood crush, Brad.
Mm.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to talk to him, and they'll be freaking out thinking you're Brad Pitt.
Oh wow. I don't have. Is there anything? Now you're going to make me look at the search and see if there is any kind of routines out there that people put on YouTube with that. That'd
There
be
are
interesting.
some where
Are
they'll
they?
have
Oh.
high school kids doing stuff
Mhm.
and things.
Well, it's almost like when it was it was I think it was with Nora's channel with the scratch tickets. I didn't think there was a big following out there with scratch tickets. There is. There's a huge thing out there with people doing scratch tickets. I didn't think that would go on. People do that on YouTube, but yeah, it is.
I know I watched a few times. I thought,
Mhm.
damn, I'm doing the wrong thing. Hmm, that would be a lot easier for me.
Mhm.
Virginia says,
That's
Dana,
it. Yeah, I saw something.
Dana's hypnosis on me was effective. I'm curious if the second round will make it sink in even more. I got plans for you, Virginia. You have no idea, baby. I got plans for you. I had
Hmm.
a young friend. She's also Ian's friend. She needed to break up with this guy who had catfished her a little bit and lied
Mhm.
about his age. He tried to make himself seem older than he was.
Hmm.
This was not good. And she needed to break up with him. Now, he was legal, but
Mhm.
he told her he was much older than he was
Oh, okay.
and lied about some other things. So she needed to break up with him, and she was very hurt and upset about how he'd misguided her on other things.
Mhm.
And she was crushed. So she was depressed and stuff. And I had her come over and put her under hypnosis.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And when she came out, that was over. The
Like,
depression, the feelings.
oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, wow.
So she was able to release that and move
Uh-huh.
forward because she'd been crushed for like a week or so
Mhm.
and was able to move on. She may have been crushed a
Hmm.
little longer, but my daughter was like, I'm
That's
worried about
interesting.
her.
Mhm.
Can you help her?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, it's ways to switch it so people aren't stuck in that feeling of what they're experiencing. Yeah.
Mhm.
They've
Wow.
taught me so many things of where you
Mhm.
can flip the switch. You know, like one day,
Like, be that easy to do? I mean,
if people are willing and they're
mm.
open and they don't want to feel a certain way anymore, or they're ready to let go of certain habits, or they're experiencing trauma and pain, um, I do
Hmm.
the therapy with them of what they're dealing with and where their mindset is. Sometimes it may take one session.
Yeah, I was
So
going to ask you how many sessions would that take if it, or is it depending on how bad the event is?
it's how bad the event.
Okay.
Sometimes, like if somebody wants to quit smoking, sometimes
Hmm.
they may quit in one. Sometimes it might take six.
Hmm.
It depends on the individual.
Ah, okay.
So, I mean, I've been shocked about some people that I've dealt with, things switched in one session.
Hmm.
And then sometimes it took three.
Oh, okay.
So far, I've never had it take six, but we have to see.
Yeah. I guess each person would be different, obviously, but
Yeah. And for instance, if somebody came to me and said, I need
Mhm.
to quit smoking, my wife's on my back, my job wants me to quit,
Mhm.
but they're not invested, I'm hearing other people want them to, odds are.
Yeah. Or can I forget about this one thing? Or
Now, you can call somebody if they're really, really, really wanting to forget an event.
Mhm.
There is hypnosis amnesia.
Hmm.
There is. But, your goal usually is not to cause somebody to forget.
Yeah.
But if they really, really, really want to forget something, you,
Mhm.
you need to isolate that event away from everything else. And you have to be really careful to
Um.
isolate. It's like editing a video.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you edit a video, you're trying to just splice it down to that
Mhm.
one thing. It's the same with the brain.
Hmm.
I mean, think about it.
Or
It's,
skip over it. That's yeah. I don't know.
yeah, it's almost like hypnosis is an invisible surgery, sort of.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
it's with the permission of the person, and they're awake. The brain is an amazing thing.
Like when you say well, obviously you're awake. Eyes open or closed, or you put something over their eyes or something.
No, you don't put
Like
anything
when
over
you have
their
some. Okay.
eyes.
Well, I guess their eyes would be open. I was thinking about.
No, a lot of time the eyes are closed,
Or like you close your eyes and then
but
you're
you're
not
awake.
sleeping. Yeah, you're
No,
not sleeping.
Virginia, how it, Virginia, he said it felt like a magical event,
Hmm.
not easy to describe.
It's
Now,
not like an out of body experience, is it? Like you're
no, it,
okay.
look, people, this is because I'm weird, because I'm a weirdo.
No, 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 no.
People describe it as magical with me because
Hmm.
my unusual energy kicks in with it.
Hmm.
Um, but you're hyper focused inward on
Hmm.
yourself instead of your consciousness being focused on everything like when we're here awake.
Hmm.
Because when you're awake here, you hear the outside noise, you notice the lights, your
Hmm.
breathing, everything around you. When you're under hypnosis, okay, think about it like this. When
I was
you
trying.
wake up in the morning sometimes and you're in that good, cozy
Hmm.
feeling where you're sort of awake, but you're not,
Yeah, like okay.
and you don't want to get out of bed,
Yeah, I've had plenty of those.
and it feels so good, and you're aware of the inside of yourself, and it's just that best feeling. It kind of feels
Mhm.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, and I was like when I would probably add in like you can still like you're still dreaming a little bit, like you're still going in and coming out a little bit, and that's the way I kind of feel when I first wake up because I could remember my dreams real vividly right then, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It fades and it's fading fast, and I'm trying to get back in to remember.
You're
And then
trying
I
to
wake
hold
up
on.
and it's like, oh my gosh, come on, I can't remember it now. And I could really remember it, and then now it's like it's almost like it's like the sun is setting. It just fades away, and then I can't remember. So
Yeah, it's that really
it's
in
almost like you're
between.
coming in and out, like I'm still in the dream, or am I coming out of it, or what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it's that magical in between
Hmm.
state, and
Wow.
that state when you lay down to go to sleep at night,
Hmm.
if you focus on something that you need to occur in your life,
Hmm.
and you don't go, I need this, you just focus on it as it is existing.
Hmm.
It exists. Focus on it exists.
Yeah.
Visualize it, feel it, just as it is occurring, right?
Yeah.
Let's say the next thing you want to happen in your life. Make it real.
Hmm.
Make it real in your mind's eye, right when you're laying down in bed.
Hmm.
Don't ask for it, don't wish for it, don't pray for it. Just make it real
Hmm.
and feel it right when you're laying down and watch what.
Yeah, I've actually I've actually woken up in the middle of the night with something that was I was gonna do, and then yeah, it was so vivid right then. Yeah. Oh gosh, what did Virginia? Yeah, imagine it says you don't forget something they experience because it's memorable. So whatever your objective. Oh, okay. Yeah, Virginia. Okay. Forget so you don't forget something. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Thank you. Hmm.
So you just make it real in your mind's eye,
Hmm.
like it already exists,
Yeah.
and do that every night when you're laying down to go to bed, and then watch what occurs.
Okay. Hmm.
And then
That's a good
just
way to do it. That's a good way to actually do it. That's your last thought before you fall asleep.
because what
Yeah.
happens is that there's a stage of sleep at night
Hmm.
that pretty much creates things in your life to happen. It's predictive.
Hmm.
It's predictive.
Yeah.
So it goes into that predictive state in your brain. And then your energy moves toward that. You work
Hmm.
toward that in your waking state. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just kind of
Well,
automatically work toward that. And then what eventually happens, it just occurs.
it just occurs. Yeah,
And
that's what
I'm
I'm
trying to
thinking.
get my husband to do that as well
Hmm.
because it will just occur. And in your waking state, you're working toward it. You're working toward it. And
Or
before
you've
you,
got that drive to do it.
yeah, and then it will just
Hmm.
occur
Okay.
because you've already made it occur in that predictive state. You've seen it, you've felt it, you've
Yeah.
emotionally created it, and then you're working toward it, and then it occurs.
Hmm.
It's like a mental bank.
Yeah.
You're banking it.
Well, that's what I was thinking before I go to sleep. You're putting it right there, so it's going to go somewhere in storage. So yeah. Huh.
You're putting it in a
Yeah.
mental bank.
Hmm. And I guess maybe, yeah, that's true. I'm gonna try that and see if I can do that.
So I've been trying to get Stephen to put himself in that state every night when he
Hmm.
goes to bed instead of letting himself slip into the fear state.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
really, we're electricity, we're energy, right?
Hmm.
You have to put yourself into the state of resonating higher,
Hmm.
just like a radio station, to be in that energy field.
Yeah.
You have to. If you turn it down, right? It's like
Hmm.
you create that. How do I say it? You have to create that pathway.
Mm-hmm.
When we think and create that pathway, it wires together. Whatever
Yeah.
fires together, wires together. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I see it.
Whatever fires together, wires together.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're firing down in the ditch, you're going to wire there.
Mm-hmm.
That's not where you want to be, honey.
No, no.
You want to fire and wire here.
Mm-hmm.
So go to the mental bank every night. Bank it, bank it, bank it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're in that predictive state. You're about to fall.
Like about to fall asleep.
You're about to fall back into that zone,
Mm-hmm.
that hypnotic state, that zone. You're going into the alpha state. Remember, people, when I said, think about the space. This is where you can go all day long when you get a break. Think about the space between your ears. That directly puts you in the alpha state. That's not even a joke. Close your eyes for 2 seconds and think about the space between your ears.
Mm-hmm.
Try it.
Oh, man, well, right now? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the space between your ears. Breathe.
Yeah, I forgot to breathe.
The space between your ears.
Okay. Hmm. Oh, wow. I go back between both of them. Oh, that's that's interesting.
It puts you in
Wow,
an
hold
alpha.
on. Wow, it's making me concentrate on that. Oh gosh. That's actually pretty cool. It's
That's an alpha state
uh-huh. Huh.
that is right before the theta state.
Mm-hmm.
Theta state is the state of hypnotic.
Ooh, wow.
And when you practice that, you will feel the difference,
Mm-hmm.
right?
The space between your ears, okay.
You'll start to feel it.
Wow.
Then after that, you can practice when you go to the space between your ears, you
Mm-hmm.
imagine yourself actually in space,
Mm-hmm.
in the entirety of space.
You know, that's interesting because I did this one thing, and I don't know, it was, I think I read it in a magazine, how, you can put yourself to sleep, but it was describing how you can control your dreams. And it walked you through like an I don't know how many step process. And you did it like relaxing your feet, and you're working your way up, relaxing your legs, and you're concentrating on that. And it put me into a dream state where I was actually controlling the dream, and then I came out of it. It was weird. I can't remember the magazine or where I saw it, but it was almost along the lines of, like, I don't know if you've ever heard this of they used to do this in the military where you can go to sleep in 6 minutes or 8 minutes, 8 or 6 minutes, you can put yourself to sleep.
Yeah.
And that does work. It does work. Believe it or not, I tried it and it does work. You've got to concentrate and do it, but it's a step process that you can go right to sleep. Doesn't matter what's going on around you, and you can go right to sleep. Because I used to be a light sleeper. Like any noise would wake me up, or if it was too noisy, I would have to put earplugs in and try to relax that way. But it does work. But it was interesting when I did that process and I put myself into a dream and I was controlling it and then came out, and it was weird. I'll have to look it up somewhere, but it was interesting to say the least.
Yeah, I was reading
Reminds
about
me
that
of that
before.
when you're talking about that, because you're concentrating on doing the steps and you're doing it, and it just puts you into that state.
Yeah.
Um,
And then you can practice going after you do the space between your ears,
mhm,
and moving into space itself.
mhm.
And then you move from there to the field.
Oh, wow.
And the field has nothing, nothing you
Mhm.
own, you have nothing. And
Mhm.
in the field, that's where you can
Mhm.
create anything.
Anything? Oh wow, it's almost the same. Yeah.
So, I mean, when we learn to do that,
Mhm.
you can maneuver and create your future.
That's pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, and especially if you can do that, you can take your mind off other things,
Yeah.
kind of redirect your thoughts, get it away from everything else, and then yeah, oh, that's actually pretty good, huh? That wow. Mhm.
I mean, and it helps
Yeah.
so much.
Mhm.
So, I mean, what people go through, the pain they go through, and all the stuff people deal with, um, it's kind of magical when, I went through on the training to be a psychotherapist and help people that
Mhm.
way. What I'm learning now is like taking a key
Mhm.
and magically
Oh,
amping it up.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does.
Like it gave me all these magical tools to
Mhm.
take what I had before and just like go.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean it helps people so much faster.
Probably
Amazing.
would. Yeah, I could see it relaxing everything, and then letting your mind just let that stuff go.
It's my hopes that
Mhm.
people that are paranoid or fearful or scared of it
Mhm.
stop because it helps so much. Because a lot of people are like, I don't want my brain controlled.
Mhm.
That's what my daughter said initially.
Or how can I stop thinking about this?
Because when I first tried to put her under hypnotherapy, um, she would have her body would do some weird. She would have what's called abreaction. Her
Mhm.
body was doing some weird things because her body was fighting against it,
Hmm.
and I saw it,
Mhm.
and she was yawning a lot and stuff because she was resisting,
Yeah.
and then she
Huh.
came out of it. So then all of a sudden, I pulled another trick out of my pocket
Mhm.
and did it all of a sudden, and then touched the back of her neck, and she went under like that.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, "You went down like a tree." Hey, Ray, how are you doing?
Right.
I saw your post. I'm always so impressed by the things you do. But we were talking about things like, no, you didn't do that. I'm impressed when people step out of their box.
Yeah.
She's doing good. We are about to wrap up here soon because I haven't eaten, and my husband told me there was fresh roast beef and
Mm.
cheddar in the fridge that I didn't
Yeah.
even know about. I'm always happy to see Ray coming here. I try to keep up with you on the internet. LaShanae, who came on our channel probably over a year ago,
Mhm.
when I put, have you ever heard an angel sing? I don't know if you ever saw that. She was recently on America's Got Talent,
Mhm.
and she made it towards the end. I don't know how
Oh,
far
wow.
she's gone yet, but I was like, ah. But anyway,
So that
it always impresses me.
yeah.
Somebody that's come on here is pushing past. I kept telling her, you need to go on America's Got Talent or The Voice or something.
Mhm.
And she did. But I love having you on here, Jane.
I know. Thank you. I love coming on. You know that. I've just been busy and sick.
Same here.
I finally got over that. I'm like, oh, I can start doing lives again, and I can start going on panels. But I was for the longest time for that 3 weeks. I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't do anything. I was afraid to come on because I'd start hacking cough or I was too tired. Mainly my energy was gone. So it was just like, no, I'll wait, get better, get older. It takes longer to get better. But yeah, I sure have missed coming on here. And I always appreciate you having me up.
I mean, I had the eye problem, got over that, then had the C word, got over that, and got hit with that virus, upper respiratory, coughing, had no energy. I was like, please, I need a break because I kept having to skip shows or bounce around. I feel you, buddy.
Yeah.
But congratulations again to you and your
Thank
wife.
you.
And everybody have a beautiful week. I shall see you soon. And think about what I said. Referrals, you get a bonus back from me if I get referrals. If they pay the full price, you get $50. So with the holidays coming up,
yep,
you know how that get. Oh, and we have gift cards, by the way.
Yeah.
But I love you all so much. Have a wonderful week.
You too.
I shall see you next week. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe.
Yep. All right. Thanks again.
Thank you. Take care, everybody. And here we go. And if you have any good stories about, oh, you did it again, or no, you didn't, or you stepped out of your box, please come share with us.
All right.
Take it easy, Breezy.
Take it easy. Yep.
Let me get this going. I gotta pump up the music.
Never answer to no, man, I still go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day.
And by the bushes, love you too.
Till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity.
Here we go. Take it easy. Bye, everybody.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.